Hello, everyone. I'm here on week 3 of my quarantine from coronavirus. 3 weeks, 3 shirts, 3 color shirts. Remember the first week I had yellow. I wanted to be nice and sunny and positive. Last week I was wearing red, my Chiefs red, and this week is green, Father Johnny's green, my Father Johnny shirt. The first week of quarantine, I told you it was very mild, had very mild symptoms like many people. It just seemed like a flu, a little bit worse than a flu. The second week, last week, I got really, really sick. I mean, really sick, as in spending the holidays with mom sick. I mean, it was really, really bad. But then I turned the corner, thanks to some wonderful care from healthcare people and from a lot of your prayers. I was able to turn the corner, and beginning, I think, last Monday, began to feel good, and finally this week was able to get my fever down to normal and my oxygen up to where it's supposed to be. So I felt great, but I got retested on Monday, and unfortunately, I'm still positive for coronavirus, still contagious, still infectious. These viruses, they're supposed to last 2 weeks. As mean as they are, they're only supposed to live for 2 weeks. Just my luck, I would get these overachievers who have decided to stay with me for a little while. So I still have to do another 6 days of quarantine. I know that some of you think I'm still in Montana. I went to Montana for vacation, and some people, they said, "Are you still in Montana?" Trying to extend my vacation. I can assure you that I'm not in Montana. In fact, I went out and I got the newspaper. See this? It's the Friday newspaper in the Wichita. So I'm here. I really am. I'm here in Wichita, continuing my quarantine at the rectory. Father Nick, of course, is back, and he's healthy. Thank goodness for that. And so we have a regular schedule of masses this weekend, our normal schedule of masses. He'll be able to celebrate the Mass. The only thing infectious about him is his warm personality, yes, and his sense of humor. We'll go with that. It's the Feast of Christ the King, so he gets to do all the masses this weekend and talk about the Feast of Christ the King, which is the last Sunday of the year. And don't we need this year to be over? I don't know about you, but many of us, we just want to. Even with all the challenges we still face, we just feel like we need a new start. I know I feel like I need a new start. So he's going to talk about Christ the King, the last Sunday of the liturgical year. It's our Stewardship Renewal Weekend, where we have a chance to look forward, to say that we're not done. The year is done, but we're not done. We still have a lot of work to do here at St. Catherine of Siena. And so Father's going to talk about that stewardship renewal. If we remember last year, I talked at all the masses at Christ the King, and we blessed the crosses. Remember those 9-foot crosses that are on top of our church? We blessed them. I told you that the only thing that can hurt these gold crosses was our fingerprints. There's something about the oil in our fingertips that causes it harm, but nothing else. And so we sprinkled them with holy water. I said that we can't put our fingerprints on the cross, but we want to put our fingerprints everywhere else in the church, on the doorknobs that go into the adoration chapel, and on a can of corn that's given to the poor, and in some volunteering way, helping at church on holding the door open for someone or helping someone to find a seat. We wanted our fingerprints to be everywhere in the church. That was last year, the last year's Christ the King homily. This year, the big word is fiat, which is a fancy word of saying yes. That's all it is. It's not a car brand, Fiat, but it's a fancy way of saying yes. It was the way Mary said yes. When the angel appeared to her, the angel said to her that God had a plan for her, that God wanted her to bring the Savior, the Messiah, the one we've been waiting for, into the world. And she said, fiat, which means let it be done. Let it be done as you say. And so that's what it is. It's just yes to God, saying yes to God. Kind of a fancy way of doing that. And that's what stewardship is. It's saying yes to God. God is saying to you, and he's saying to me, that you have time, and you have talent, and you have treasure. Will you share some of that? Will you share some of that with your fellow parishioners out of love for God and neighbor? We all have time. Even with the challenges, we all have talent. We all have treasure. We don't have to give it all. We don't have to give it all. We just have to share. We have to be willing to share. Yes to God. The invitation it's not given by Father Nick and I, but by God himself, just like to Mary. Fiat. Yes, fiat. Yes, I will share. I'll share some of the time and talent and treasure that I have. So you're gonna get those invitations this week in the mail, and I invite you not just to cast them aside or to throw them in the trash, but to say, yes, I can respond. I can share some time. I have a little time. I have some talent. I have some treasure. I'm willing to share that for this new year that we've all been anxiously looking forward to. So Father Nick, he's going to talk at all the masses about fiat, about saying yes to God, and then next week I'm back. Next week, finally, I pray, I hope, I'll get to talk at all of the first Sunday of Advent readings. So it's the beginning of a new year. Advent, the church will be decorated in purple. We'll light the first candle of the first Advent candle and the Advent wreath, and begin this new year of grace we hope for us all. Preparing for Christmas and trying to put as much Mary into Christmas as we can, even with all the challenges that we face here in our country. And so Father Nick's talking this weekend. I'm going to talk at all the masses next weekend. In between, of course, is Thanksgiving. This Thursday is a Thanksgiving. We'll have just one Mass at St. Catherine at 9 o'clock, and I get to say it. Yes, me, I will. I'll be back. I'll be able to say my first public Mass since November the 1st. I have longed for this day. I have prepared for this day, and I hope all of you can join us. I'll pray the Patriotic Rosary at 8:30 on Thursday morning after you get your turkeys put in the oven or get all of the preparations made for your Thanksgiving meal, to come to church. We'll pray the Patriotic Rosary again, asking our Blessed Mother's continual intercession. I've asked for her intercession. We continue to ask for her intercession. As much Mary as we can. That's what I say. We need as much Mary as we can to say yes to God as she said. Yes, fiat. Yes, let it be done as you say. So we'll have the Patriotic Rosary at 8:30, and then at 9 o'clock I'll get to celebrate my first public Mass since November the 1st. And I hope you can all join me on that Thanksgiving Day. So, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Be safe, stay safe, be well. God bless. Until we see you, may God continue to watch over all of your families. I will see you soon. Over and out. Bye.